I always thought the dumbest bill I'd ever see would be from my cable company. Turns out the real comedy comes when your own neighbors start charging you rent for living in your own house. There it was. Fancy envelope, gold tree, logo official as all get out an invoice for HOA dues I didn't owe from a homeowners association I'd never agreed to join. Honestly, at first I laughed. Tossed it in the recycling. Like, come on. That's a scam, right? That laugh didn't last. 2 days later, there's a knock at the door. Early evening, sun's still up. I'm finishing dinner. And there she is. Karen Lander, president of the Longwood Estates HOA, dressed like she's about to cut a ribbon at a car dealership, smile frozen so tight you'd think she practiced it in a mirror. "We noticed you haven't paid your dues, Mr. Drummer." Real friendly, but her eyes are cold, scanning my porch like she's casing the joint. I tell her calm, direct, no need for drama. Our lot's not in the HOA. We checked before buying. That might be a technicality, she says, but you enjoy the neighborhood, you benefit from what we do, so you need to contribute. The smile slips, and I catch the real face underneath all control and no warmth. Then she says it clear as day. "It'd be a real shame if things got difficult for you here. That's not a suggestion. That's a threat, and I know it." I close the door. Gina asks, "What's up?" "That was a declaration of war," I tell her. Didn't realize just how right I was. After that, the letters come every week. Polite reminders turn to angry warnings. Fines for everything. Garbage cans visible from the street. Dandelions near the fence. Unapproved welcome mat. It's like living in a parody of suburban life, written by someone with a grudge against grass. Every letter comes with a new fee, like we're playing Monopoly, only the money's real. Saturday morning, I'm mowing the lawn, smell of fresh-cut grass in the air when I spot two guys in HOA polos by my mailbox, unspooling a giant measuring tape. Checking for code violations, they say. On my property. For an HOA I'm not even in. I grab my phone, start recording. Gina's out there, too, filming with a look that says, "Try me." Those two guys gone faster than you can say trespassing. That's when Operation Annoying Neighbor is born. Every Saturday at 7:01 a.m., my mower, loud as a jet, roars up and down the property line by Karen's window. Gina, always the artist, orders a sign the size of a small billboard. "This property is not a part of Longwood Estates HOA. We pay no dues. All inquiries please go away." We plant it right out front. It's glorious. Neighbors start laughing, waving. Karen goes ballistic. New violation notices, new fines, a cease and desist letter. She even complains about public nuisance. We reply with garden windmills, then a 7-foot inflatable flamingo. It's petty, it's ridiculous, it's our own tiny revolution. Alex, Gina's cousin, a law student, gets involved. Document everything he says. She's giving you all the rope you need. Of course, Karen escalates. One day my driveway's blocked by a golf cart with Longwood security stenciled on the side. Same guy from before, now in a security uniform that looks about as legit as a kid's Halloween costume. "Can't park here," he says. "Fire lane." My own driveway, a fire lane. We argue, he shoves me. I shove back. Gina calls 911, still recording. The cops show up, check the records, and basically tell Longwood security to beat it. They warn Karen next time she's the one who'll get in trouble. At that point, the fun's gone. This isn't about rules or dues, it's about intimidation. Gina and I stop playing games and start digging. She's a wizard with county records, state filings, anything digital. Turns out the HOA. It doesn't even legally exist. Dissolved by the state 3 years ago. Karen's been collecting dues, filing liens, enforcing rules, all under a fake organization. Every dollar goes straight into her landscaping company, owned and run by her. Proof in hand, we realize evidence alone isn't enough. You need people to stand up with you. We host a barbecue, burgers, beers, and a big binder of documents. For a while, everyone's quiet, like they're afraid to even say Karen's name. Then Arthur, the HOA's treasurer, reaches into his pocket and pulls out a thumb drive. "Everything's on here," he says. Budgets, emails, threats. He's scared, but he's done being part of the lie. With Arthur on board, the whole mood shifts. Neighbors realize they're not alone, that Karen's been running a scam for years. Then, perfect timing, she sues me for unpaid dues. The arrogance is unreal. She has no idea we've got a mountain of proof, a whistleblower, and an army of neighbors. Court day feels like the Super Bowl of suburban drama. The room's packed. Karen's there in her power suit, her lawyer smirking. Judge Martinez, old, tired, unimpressed, listens as Karen's lawyer drones on about community standards. My turn comes and I lay it all out: county map, state dissolution money trail, Arthur's emails. One by one, the dominoes fall. Judge Martinez takes his time. The silence is thick. Then he lets loose. In all my years, I have rarely seen such blatant, arrogant, and malicious abuse of a civic organization. Dismisses the case, voids all liens, orders a forensic audit, fines Karen personally, and refers everything to the DA for fraud. Karen's face goes from pink to plum. She screams about bias and injustice. Security escorts her out flailing. Gina records the whole glorious meltdown. The neighbors erupt in applause, relief, even tears. The spell is broken. A few weeks later, the neighborhood feels different, lighter. Bob paints his shutters the brightest neon green you've ever seen a victory flag. Wind chimes, basketball hoops, even a yellow front door pop up down the block. People breathe easy. Karen's house is for sale. She's disappeared. One night, Gina and I are on the porch, swing beers and hand dog at our feet, sunset painting the sky. The old "not in your HOA" sign is gone, replaced by a simple welcome mat. For the first time in a year, it's quiet. We got our lives back. I look across the street at those green shutters, so ugly they're beautiful. Proof in the end was stronger than power, especially when power was built on lies. The thing is, I used to think being a good neighbor meant keeping your head down and not making waves. But sometimes the only way to keep your peace is to stand up and push back, even if it gets messy. Maybe that's the real lesson. If you let people like Karen run unchecked, they'll take everything that makes your home yours. Now, I can't help but wonder how many neighborhoods are still under the thumb of some petty tyrant with a fake sense of authority. How many folks just let it slide because it's easier than fighting? Where's the line between standing up for yourself and just stirring the pot? Was I right to push back, or just another troublemaker? Let's hear your stories. Ever been bullied by a so-called authority? Did you fight back, or just pay up to make it go away? Drop your thoughts down below. Because sometimes talking about justice is the first step to actually getting it.